Hello, hello, hello. This is Crystal, but you can call me Sherpa. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Get Crystallized, where we get clear because clarity is power. So, what are we going to talk about today? Today, I wanted to share about getting clear and getting clarity on when it comes to your weight loss journey or your wellness journey. This is an area of my life that took a lot of time to get clarity on. Why? Because it's so confusing in the sense of the industry of wellness and how things are portrayed, and also there's so much of it that is a mental component that I personalized and made it seem as though I was doing something wrong, or I was somehow didn't deserve it. I mean, there were a lot of mental things that were going on. So what I want to share with you, kind of like the three things that I learned or that I had to understand to get clear about what my goals were in my weight loss journey, or in my fitness journey, I should say. So the first thing was that it's a mental journey. What do I mean by that? Well, actually, let's start back. The first thing that you really have to get clear on in order to be successful and stay successful in a wellness or weight loss or fitness journey is that there's different perspectives for what is required in terms of type of exercise depending on what your goal is. So I used to go back and forth and be so confused because you go to one trainer and the trainer says, oh, you need cardio. You need to do an hour cardio a day. I go to another trainer and like, you don't need cardio. Just do fitness. Just do strength training. Another person will say, oh, well, you need to do, cardio is so important, but you still have to do weights. Or another person would say, no, don't do it. I mean, it was just so confusing. And I was like, why is there so much variation here? And what I discovered is that there are some purposes where cardio is superior, such as if you are looking just to be in a general state of health, you just want to be healthy. Say, maybe you went to the doctor and you had high blood pressure, or maybe you had high cholesterol and you just want to have a general better level of fitness. In that case, yes, cardio is king. Why? Because it's helping to strengthen your heart, it's helping to strengthen your lungs, it's helping to, your lymphatic system to get things flowing through. And that's not always the case when you're lifting weights. When I lift, I don't always get a heart rate that's at the same level as when I do cardio. And the other thing is when I'm lifting, it's not consistent. The level of my heart rate is not consistent. Sometimes I do training where I will do strength training and then I'll do what they call active rest in between, but still that's not like an hour of cardio. So, but if my desire is more for fat loss and for shaping my body, now I want to do more strength training and less cardio. Okay. So my only point is, and I'm not a trainer and I'm not trained as a trainer, so I'm not giving that kind of advice. I'm just talking to you or speaking to you from one person who's pursuing the journey of being healthier to another to say, don't beat yourself up. Don't be confused. Sometimes cardio is better, but it's not specifically related to weight loss and fitness and physique. It's more related to wellness. And those are two different goals. And depending on what your primary motivation is for entering on a fitness journey, they could be different priorities. So that was the first thing I had to get clear on. The second thing that I really needed to get clear on was the mental aspect. Because once you go on a fitness journey, and if you'll have some success, all you have to do, really, most people, is if you start eating healthier in terms of fruits and vegetables, get away from processed foods, and drink more water, you're going to have a result. You're going to be better. You're going to be fitter. You're going to be healthier. There's no question about that. But the challenge comes in when you really want to push yourself and get some really nice result, then you're going to have to probably address some inner demons. At least for me, that was my case. And so I would join all these challenges. I was in the Venus Index, which was, their exercises were designed to help you get an hourglass figure. I trained with coaches that had been bodybuilders before. I've trained with people that, some people that were like nerdy, where they had all these measurements like VO2 max and all these other types of tools for you to understand where you're at in your fitness journey. And honestly, at the end of the day, all those measurements and everything are great, but I didn't really need measurements to tell me that my waist still needed 5 inches to lose 5 inches. I didn't need measurements to tell me that. I can just put on my pants and know, no, you need to lose some more, boo, right? So, but when I got to the point where I wasn't making the progress, I'm like, man, why am I not eating right? Why did I eat those chips when I know that they're not helping me to be better? Why did I eat, this extra chocolate bar? Like, why did I do that? Why would I do that? Why would I sabotage myself, right? And when you get to that point in your journey, what you realize, or what I learned, is that most of the things that prevent you from moving in the direction that you want to go in, not just in wellness, but in anything in life, there is a mental connection based on some belief that you have, that you may not even know you have, that may have been created decades ago, that you're not aware of. So I would go through, and I've got video of this, where I was in this challenge, and I would literally, I spent so many times at the gym, I would just be in tears. I always worked out in a cap, but some days I would be working out and I would literally have tears streaming down my face, because I just felt so like I wasn't getting where I wanted to go. I didn't understand why I wasn't doing the things that I needed to do. It was very challenging, very frustrating. I have other things going in my life that had me stressed out. And so it was just not good at all. So what do you do about that? And I think that the clarity that you need is to just be aware that that exists. Just be aware that it's nothing wrong with you if you're having challenges. There's nothing wrong with you if you're not able to necessarily get yourself to do something you want to do. All that is required is inner work, in the sense of you need to come in contact with whatever that belief is that you have. And then once you are able to get rid of that belief, then you'll be able to do the things that you need to do. Then maybe it's more of a tactical issue about scheduling or something like that. But it won't be because you're sabotaging yourself. There'll be other reasons. And so what I did, what has helped me, is when I started meditation, and that helped me. I started doing Facebook Live, believe it or not, and that helped me to get to love myself more. And also, just as I began to love myself more, and I began to understand that this is necessary, not just for fitness. That's another big misconception, is that most of us, we want to be fit and lean for the visible aspects or the physical aspects of it. We want to be cute and all that. But really, what's needed is for wellness. It's for wellness. Of course we want to look good, but when you're eating right, it's not just because you want to lose weight. It's helping your body to be healthier. It's helping your body to fight off diseases and viruses and things like that, right? But that's a misconception that we have. But the point is that you need to understand that it's not a problem at all. It's just a process of uncovering your true identity and what works for you and what your beliefs were, so you can replace them with new beliefs. So I'm trying to think, I think the biggest barrier for me was feelings of unworthiness, like feeling like I didn't deserve it. And I think that when I think back on it, there were a lot of things going on in terms of my marriage, where I just didn't feel like fulfilled. I didn't feel appreciated. And so I think a lot of that kind of leaked over into it. Now, some people do the opposite. Some people take a situation like that and they go full board into their fitness, and they don't even let that bother them. Like, it fuels them, but I wasn't that way. I was one of those people where it was like, oh, okay, this is not for me. I'm never going to get here forget it. On several cases, but I kept going. I kept going. I kept going. I kept going because I knew if I stopped, I would die on the inside. I had to keep going because to not keep going is almost like to say it's over. So I was like, I don't know when I'm going to get there. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I'm not going to quit. And that's what you have to say. You have to just be like, you know what? I don't know how long it's going to take, but I'm not going to quit. Now, you can change your mind. You can decide on the level of fitness you want and change your mind. That's my third point. My third point is that everyone that it does not want and need the same level of fitness. You have to get clear around what is good for you. So just because you see some, supermodel with six-pack abs and all that kind of stuff, you don't have to desire to look like her. You don't have to. You could be completely happy. You might not want six-pack abs. You could be happy just having, kind of a feminine, curvy waistline. And you have to define for yourself what that level of fitness is. And then it'll be easy. Once you're clear on the level of fitness you're looking for, now it's easy to know what program you need to go to. Now it's easy to find help because you can block out all that other stuff that people are talking about. I mean, there's so many programs, so much money. Can I even tell you how much money I've spent on this pursuit? I can't even sum it up. But the point is that once you get clear on the level of fitness that's good for you, forget everybody else. Ignore them. You do not need their information. Because one thing that people are passionate about, regardless of what size they are, is their health and wellness knowledge. So this is what you need to get clear on. So just to recap, the first thing that you want to understand is that it's not that there's different purposes of different types of exercise, and they all don't have the same, they all aren't for the same reason. So cardio for one person may be perfect because they're just seeking to increase their wellness level. They want to lower their blood pressure. They want to, lower their cholesterol, and they're good. They're not trying to be in a bodybuilding show. They're not trying to be, get six packs abs. They just want to be healthy. For that person, cardio is excellent. But on the other hand, for a woman who's an aging woman, you need, if you're like me, I'm 56, then you need to build more muscle and more strength. And so for me, lifting is good because it's helping me to build strength. It's helping me with bones and all that other kind of stuff. So the first thing is to know and understand is that different types of exercises could be perfectly fine for different people depending upon what your goals are. The second thing that we want to understand is that for you, there's a lot of going on that is your mental state and what's going on in your life, as well as what beliefs that you have and beliefs that you need to change, and to give yourself credit and give yourself a break for those things so that you are not feeling like you don't deserve to win. You do deserve to win, and you can win, but you just need to be focused on that. And so I think that's what I wanted to share with you today. I hope it's helpful for you because I'm telling you, this whole fitness thing, I have been literally in 2011, I weighed 217 pounds and I lost 71 pounds in 4 months on a program where I ate nothing but fruits and vegetables and milk for 4 months. And I had these little balls that I would turn behind my ears that were supposed to be stimulating my hypothalamus. I literally have done everything. But what happened after I got off of that? I gained weight back as soon as I started lifting. Because the thing you don't understand is when you go on a wellness journey, the first thing you lose is going to be inflammation and water weight. And so within the first 10 days, I had lost like 17 pounds. So there's so many misconceptions around, health and wellness and weight loss and all that kind of stuff. But I just wanted to share this information to help you to get clear that it's not always just you. It's okay. And you can get exactly where you want to go. Once you get clear on what your goals are, what your purpose is for exercising, and implement an approach for understanding you a little bit better so you can attack some of those beliefs you may have that could be holding you back. So I hope this was helpful for you. If it is, definitely do not forget to click like and share, and please do comment. If you have other questions in this particular topic area that I can share with you, I'm happy to share my journey. I'm probably going to share some videos from my journey as well to help you. So I hope it is good for you, and I'll talk to you soon. And remember, clarity is power. Bye now.